Well, hello everybody. Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, is here with silver in focus today. Look at this. Look at your screen. Take a look. Would you look at it? Would you look at the silver right here? Listen, 100-ounce bar. I want to talk about some things kind of annoying me a little bit in the community and some things going on with silver. And man, I just love this. You want to kiss it? You want to kiss it with me? Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. All right, so what am I talking about when I'm saying I'm upset with some community members, some influencers? You know, listen, I'm a believer of like if silver goes up, right, you buy some. If silver comes down, you buy some. Depending on your budget, you just get a little bit over time and then you average out your stack, right? That's kind of what a stacker should be doing, buying a little bit here and there when you can and trying just to average things out. And that's what I do. When it's high priced, I buy a little less. When it's low price, I buy a little more. You know, whatever my budget can afford. If I can't get it this month because, something happened to the car or, the washing machine broke, whatever the case may be, then I go ahead and I just relax that month and I come back the next month when I can. However, I'm seeing some community members that just, a few months back, they were like, oh, you got to buy, oh, you got to cross average, oh, you got to average your stack. It's, how you do it, blah, blah, blah. And now they're saying, oh, I'm holding. I'm just waiting and seeing. I'm just holding on. But then they preach the entire time that you buy every single month and you average things. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of those influencers. I just cannot stand that wishy-washiness. My dad, although he wasn't the greatest dad, I'd call him almost like a loser of a dad. He taught me one thing in life that I've always tried to respect, okay? It's don't be wishy-washy. Nobody likes that kind of person. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it, okay? It might not be, tomorrow. It might not be a week from now, but I get it done, all right? I make sure I get it done. That's just one thing I've always believed in. Don't be wishy-washy with people, right? And these influencers are doing it, man. They're willing to sell you silver, at high prices, but they're not willing to buy it themselves. They're not true stackers, and they're not really following their own rules. You buy a little bit at a time. I just can't stand it. That's, my little rant on that. But I want to talk about this 100-ounce bar that I bought because I'm a believer in buying silver and gold, ladies and gentlemen. Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, on my YouTube channel. I'm never going to be the guy where you go, oh, I don't know if he really does stack silver. I don't really know if he does stack gold. Yes, I'm actually a stacker. I'm a coin collector too. I'm probably 50-50 with what I enjoy. I do enjoy doing both. I love silver coins, gold coins, copper coins, and silver and gold bars for sure. That's me, ladies and gentlemen. That's Spegtacular. That's me. This guy right here. That's who you're watching right now. And this is what I believe in. I believe in the power of silver right now, today, and in my future and your future. My kids' future. Their kids' future. I believe in this stuff wholeheartedly. Silver, gold, been, valuable for thousands of years. Thousands, not hundreds, not 10 years, not, hey, it just happened really recently. Thousands of years, human beings have found this stuff to be valuable. And let's face it, industrial, useful, cars, computers, phones. This stuff exists inside of there. We need it in our everyday lives. I've already talked about that a million times. I don't got to tell you again. Listen, I'm the guy that actually does believe that this stuff right here is going to be just one of those things you can't get. There's going to be a day where you go to try to, find a 100-ounce bar and it's not possible. And I know you're probably thinking like, hey, Spegtacular, a couple of years ago, that was the case. Not really. I could always find it so far, but there's going to be a time where this stuff becomes so valuable. And who knows when that is, right? I'm not saying it's going to be tomorrow or a month from now, or even by the time I die. I don't know. But there's going to be a day when silver and gold becomes something that human beings are not going to be able to obtain as easily because of the way we need it so badly, and it's going to just run out. Unless we're like, Elon Musk asteroid mining, which, hey, look how well that went, Elon Musk, right? Another 20-something years probably until you can think about doing that. Yeah, okay. Anyways, that's my rant about Elon Musk. What was I saying? Oh, I got this nice bar right here because I do believe in silver. Prices came down, around the $18 mark, and I'm like, hey, that sounds good to me. I'm a buyer. And you know what? Maybe silver comes down further. Maybe it goes to 14. And you know what I'm going to do? Guess what I'm going to do? You're not going to believe this. I'm going to buy silver. But hold on. What if silver goes to something crazy like $10 an ounce? It's been there before. It's definitely been there before. You know what I'm going to do? Am I going to sell all my silver? Am I going to panic? Am I going to be like, whoa, what am I doing? I bought silver at 18. Now it's $10. Nope. I'm going to buy at the $10 mark, and then I'm just going to hold it, because that's what I do with silver. It's not some kind of quick flip for me, ladies and gentlemen. That's not my goal with silver. And unfortunately, lately, the last few years, all these pushers, all these influencers, these social media people have been pushing this stuff to where people are buying into silver exclusively and spending all their money on it, thinking it's going to be a get-rich-quick scheme, and now they're down $5,000, $10,000 in their overall investment. Even though they haven't sold yet, they're still, let's be honest, their portfolio is down, okay, from where they bought it at. That's not what you do with silver. You buy a little bit over time as you can, and you'll average out your stack, and you're going to be sitting pretty. I bought a lot of silver when it was $12, $14 an ounce, and happy. And then I bought silver when it was $29 an ounce, and I'm still happy. You know why? Because I average out everything, and I'm in it for the long haul. Long, long, long. Maybe I give it to my kids, and they're in it for the long haul. Maybe something comes up, and I have to sell it. I got options, ladies and gentlemen. I do have options with this stuff right here. And I've never had a hard time finding a buyer for this, or a seller. Let's be honest. I've never had a hard time with either one. And it's something that's always going to be useful. And it's pretty, man. It is pretty, this stuff. And that's one of the things I love about it. I love how heavy this stinking bar is. I love the fact that, somebody comes in the house, just give them one of those. You know what I mean? Just, beat you with it, No, I'm just kidding. Unless you want to try to come in, I'll beat you with it. All right. But no, seriously, this stuff is great. These little ashy bars. Listen, maybe I'm saying it wrong. I really don't care. All right. It's a silver bar, guys and girls. Assayers, refiners, SLC. Ashy. It's got this nice little pour spot right there where you can see the indentation. Oh, it's so nice. 100 ounce, 999. Whew. And just, although it's simplistic, this ingot style bar is my absolute favorite design and look of a silver bar. I mean, this is what I imagine when I'm growing up, you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking silver and gold. This is what I imagine it looking like right here. If I had nothing but this style right here, the Ashy and the Johnson Matthey in my stack, I'd be a little pig in poop. I tell you what, man, it'd be just, make my little day. But this, I wish you could feel this right here. It's so smooth right here, this silver. Oh, it feels good. For anybody that's like not into silver and gold, they're going to be like, this guy's just psychotic. What is he doing? Like, this makes no sense. I just love it, man. I wish you could feel that people that have never felt a 100-ounce bar, how this feels. I had a buddy that went with me one time when I was buying some silver, and I bought a 100-ounce bar from a shop, and I said, hey, have you ever, felt a 100-ounce bar? And he goes, no. And I'm like, oh, you're in for a treat. I was like, it's just the coolest thing ever. Put his hand out, did one of these. Immediately, hand comes down. I love that. Hand hits the floor, because it's like you don't expect it to be like that. It's kind of like the reverse thing when you go to pick up a jug of water or milk or whatever, and there's nothing in there, and you do that whole like, whoa, like way up in the sky because you didn't realize it was empty, and you have your your good grip on there and stuff, and you got your forearm strength coming in, and whoa, way up to the sky. It's this kind of same thing. You don't think it's going to be as heavy, and you hits the ground. I love it. Anyways, on this channel, I just want to stress that I am a big fan. Silver is coming down for sure. Gold is coming down for sure. Stock market came down and starting to come back up a little bit, but I'm happy to keep buying, ladies and gentlemen. I am totally happy. If you wonder my position, if you wonder what I'm doing, if you had any questions going, I wonder if, Spegtacular as an influencer, if he's still, buying this stuff. I know he's been preaching that, he believes in it, and the people that I interview, the coin shops and the pawn shops and everybody I interview talks about silver and gold. They say it's going to, go up at some point. Listen, if it doesn't go up and it comes down, like I said, I'm just going to keep buying more because I do believe that at one point it will increase. Maybe not certain things. Like, is the Silver Eagle, is it going to go to where you're going to get all your money back if you paid $40, an ounce for Silver Eagles? I was not buying Silver Eagles too much. I mean, I bought one or two just to say I had the new years, but regular bullion, when the prices go like that, I'm still buying. I'm just not paying the crazy premiums on certain coins like a silver eagle, because to me, I don't understand those. I'm not saying what you did was wrong. I'm just saying for me personally, I'm not understanding it. I'm not a buyer like that. I'm holding on certain things. When the price of junk silver was coming up, the constitutional silver, when the premiums of that stuff was coming up and Morgan dollars was coming up, I was holding. I was like, wait a minute, let me see what this stuff does. But although I was holding on that, I was still buying the regular bullion stuff. Even though the premiums were up a little bit, they weren't to the point where I had to worry too much. I'm just happy buying, ladies and gentlemen. I keep going, right? Certain items I might not be a buyer of, but the bullion stuff, you can always come back to that, and go ahead and grab onto it. Anyways, that's my rant. What's going on in the world right now with inflation and kind of surprising to me that with the inflation numbers as they are, and COVID kind of still exists out there, that people are still talking about it, but it doesn't really affect people like it did. Things like that, surprisingly, have caused this to still drop. Is it being manipulated? Well, there's been lawsuits for sure that says that silver is and has been manipulated. So that tells me that without a doubt, silver at some point has been manipulated, right? It's no secret that has occurred, and that could be going on right now. But you know what I don't care about? I don't care about that stuff because I just keep going. It's like, do you watch the news every day and just panic, or you live your life? That's what I'm doing right now, right? I'm not trying to panic. I'm curious about what's going on and what the thought process is, but I'm not changing my strategy by any means. I'm still going strong on silver. Some of the questions: did you make the wrong move by buying silver at whatever time, when it was blah, blah, blah? No, I didn't make the wrong move because I buy at all levels. And that's one thing I'd like to stress to you all. Listen, the influencers, out there that are telling you to, buy until you go broke. Silver's going to the moon. They have no idea, ladies and gentlemen. And this recent price drop right here from about $28 to $18, a $10 price drop, shows you that they have no idea. Now they're not saying, right now, like, oh, shoot, I made a mistake. I told you to buy at 28 because it's going to the moon. We were going to do a silver raid or something, and now the price is dropping. Oops, I'd like to apologize to all my viewers. They're not telling you that, but they should. They should tell you that. Just be conscious about what you're doing. Silver should be a small percentage of your overall investment portfolio, but it should also be something where you buy a little bit at a time. If you can only buy 1 ounce every single month, then that's all you can buy, ladies and gentlemen. No big deal, right? You get your 1 ounce a month. If it's 1 ounce every other month, that's fine. It will add up after a while. It might not be the biggest stack, or it might not be a stack as big as your neighbor's or some guy on the internet, but it's your stack. And that's what's important. Whatever you can afford, whatever's convenient for you within a reasonable, amount, and based on some kind of strategy, a percentage of your overall portfolio. I've never said spend everything on silver. I've never said silver is going to the moon. I don't believe that stuff. I don't. Sorry. I don't think that this bar right here will ever be, $50,000 right here for this 100 ounce bar, unless, artificial intelligence rules the world and Terminators are walking the streets and they really need silver in order to, build their parts. Maybe then. But at that point, I don't think you and I are going to be worried about silver anymore anyways, because heck, we won't exist because artificial intelligence will be ruling the world and they'll be controlling us, and we'll be like in the Matrix where they just pretty much just milk us for energy. Okay, I got weird. Anyways, I got to go for now. I still believe in silver. I'm a fan, and you can see it right here by something I recently just purchased, this little ashy bar. Happy to have it. Just love it, man. I love that ingot style. Tell me what you think. Comments down below. Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, is out.